All right, shall we start?
Yes.
Okay. Shigasha, are we ready to go? Okay.
You can start now.
All right, very good afternoon to all, and welcome to our the 5S of home-based learning webinar today. Um, I believe the COVID-19 pandemic has in fact forced school closure and thus shifting teaching and learning towards full home-based learning. And it has also forced teachers to adopt this approach. And I trust that all of you, after 17 months, you have embraced the change rather well. Or I say rather well is an understatement. I see that some of you are really performing brilliantly despite the challenges that you face with your students. So it is our hope that today's session will further enhance your understanding and leave you with more ideas uh, how to bring your teaching to a greater level and how we can help our students during these trying moments. So, with that, I would like to introduce our speaker today. She's no stranger to all of you. She's no other than Dr. Juhaida, Vice President of EDD Malaysia. She's a Google certified trainer, even a national CFR master trainer, to name a few of her credentials. In short, I would say that she is a key personnel for the development of English, not only at state but as well as national level. And I'm proud to say that she has been helping our district too in many ways. So thank you, Dr. Ju, for being here today. And without any delay, I would pass the floor to Dr. Juhaida. The floor is yours, Dr. Ju.
Okay, thank you, Madam Rais. Can you hear about my voice? Yeah. Okay, thank you as well to Cikgu Aisha as the host from EDD. All right, thank you everyone and welcome aboard. Okay, to make yourself available for this wonderful afternoon. All right, and to be with me to share on the high 5S of home-based school learning. So before I proceed, let me share my screen. Okay, my host will share my screen now. Can you see that? Okay, Aisha. All right, can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes, boleh.
Boleh. Nampak tak? All right, can you see my screen now, everyone? Aisha, is it clear? Yes.
Dah nampak.
Okay.
Betul.
All right, so, okay, thank you. All right. So what I'm going to share with you today is actually on the high 5S of home-based learning. What is actually high 5S? Well, ladies and gentlemen, all right, so before I proceed, okay, I'm a teacher from SK Pancho, Muar Johor, all right, and I'm delighted to share some of my experience, also some of my skills during this pandemic COVID-19. Okay, so before we proceed, let us look on what are the factors, all right, which I'm going to highlight for the home-based learning. So as everyone knows, all right, we need to know about the teacher's knowledge. Okay, what is actually the teacher's knowledge? Well, what a teacher knows, all right, influences on what is done in classroom and what student learns. So what happened today is actually is quite different, or maybe we can take totally different on what you have learned, all right, during your college, all right, during your university, in which you are being taught, all right, you are being nurtured to teach students within the four walls, all right, within face to face. And yet what happened today during this pandemic, you need to have like exercise the what you call it, the remote learning, all right. Again, we need to know about the teacher skills, all right, in terms of the communication, okay, in terms of you become the project management, all right? You know how to do the problem solving your students, and you also need to have like a leadership in yourself beside the patient and also the technical parts on which you're going to monitor, all right, this type of teaching and learning during this pandemic. Okay, I'm going to touch on that later on, all right? And also when we call it about communication, okay, when you talk about communication, it's very important as a teacher. Why? Because we are transforming, all right, the information to a student, all right? We also know how it's better to meet the needs of your student, okay? And teachers also normally they use both, all right, verbal or non-verbal communication skill to understand the student themselves. Again, teacher also need to know how to read their student body language. But again, in this kind of pandemic teaching, all right, home-based learning teaching, you have like something different, okay? And these are the things that we are going to focus on it, all right? Besides, okay, when you look on the internet connection, again, this is another skeptical or this is another obstacles. Okay, when teachers have limited internet access, or when the student have limited internet access, it's also become a significant challenge, all right, for the online and for the online learning and teaching. Again, all right, we as the teachers can't say is a problem, but we need to see as a challenge. Because why? We need to challenge ourselves, all right, to overcome this. Why? Because it's already almost more than 2 years we are being in this pandemic COVID-19. Okay. Now, before that, when we talk about technical also, all right, in today's technical time, having some comfort with using computers, all right, is very important. Why? Because what, during this pandemic, many lessons are taught, all right, using what they call it online platform, all right. You have to use your computers, your videos, whatever it is, all right. You need to have the abilities to overcome the troubleshoots and run this program useful and meaningful to your student. So what you can see is your youngsters today, especially our students, all right, they are so upgrading with this what you call it so-called updated apps. They are so what you call it get used with the social media, the Facebook, the TikTok, all right, whatever apps that we need to be at par of them, or at least we know what's going on with them, right? So again, teachers, you need to have like digital environment upscaling with you. Again, we need to learn, we need to relearn, and that is why digital literacy is important for teachers. We teachers. Okay. So next, now, I already mentioned about the teacher's knowledge, okay? I already mentioned about the teacher's skill. So when we talk about teacher skills, what is actually teacher skill? Again, teachers, you need to know when you talk about teacher skill, first of all, bear in your mind, we need to have like SMART goal. What is actually SMART goal? When people talk about SMART goal, is actually they are SMART, okay, that help you to progress towards the development of your skill, meaning that it should be specific, it should be measurable, it should be actionable, it should be realistic and also timely. So again, teachers, when you come up with this thing, you need to have that in your mind, meaning that when you come up with your what you call it learning objective, when you come up with your whatever skill you want to do with your student, you need to have it like SMART: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and also timely. So you need to determine how you will measure the development of each skill, as well as a timeline of how long you're going to expect realistically complete each one. So meaning that this is different, teachers. When you are in school, when you have face to face your student, is actually different when you are doing it online, when you are doing it remotely. Again, teachers, when we talk about PDPR or when we talk about home-based learning, actually is based on the teaching and learning itself. It's not based on the school. Okay, why? If you base on the school schedule, you are going to suffer yourself, all right? But when you base on teaching and learning per se, then you will have ample time, all right, to prepare yourself, to make sure that yourself is ready to be in this, all right, in this new norm. Okay, next. Okay, I mentioned about internet connection just now. All right, when we talk about internet connection, are you ready? Yeah. When we talk about internet access, the online learning, teaching and learning, or PDPR, okay, mentioned used to replace classroom teaching. All right, is one of the safest way using this MCO or movement control order period to break the chain of COVID-19 infection, meaning that we are safe, all right? We are safe at home, but we have to make sure that, all right, even though we are at home, even though we are work from home, we are what they call it, teaching and learning, doing it remotely, and yet we have to make sure that our students do the learning progress. Okay, so however, the snag is that some students do not have access or maybe limited access to the internet or maybe have a weak connection, especially those who living in a rural area or from poor family. So what can teachers do to ensure that students are not left behind during this MCO period? As what you call it in CFR always highlight, nobody is left behind. So online learning is very dependent on internet access. For instance, in my school, students are given, for example, like assignment or worksheet or whatever tasks using Google Form or quizzes or light worksheet, whatever it is, but not at all can get access. So again, teachers here, okay, you have to bear in your mind there are also students who do not have online data, and it's a problem of the families with more than one school child but only one gadget or one device or one handphone. So again, teachers, some students without proper internet data will probably fall behind in their studies. So teachers, we have to call them, for example, doing the offsite mode of operators, to deliver their subject content or to deliver their what they call it worksheet and so on. All right, to ask them to do homework and so on. So even recently, Education Minister Dr. Muhammad Razi said that students who do not have access to the internet, you can come up with the studies via educational television, for example, like RTM TV, okay, or Didik TV, etc. And even our Didik, okay, Didik Malaysia platform, we also have ample what they call it sharing for the teachers, for the student. We even have EDD Junior, whereby we actually provide freely, a lot of knowledge, a lot of what they call it free tuitions class and so on. Okay. All right. Next, when we talk about digital environment upscaling, what is this? So again, the COVID-19 have resulted in schools shut all across the world. All right. Globally, over 1.2 billion children are out of the classroom. With this sudden shift away, all right, from the classroom in many parts of the globe, some are wondering whether the adoption of online learning will continue to persist post-pandemic, or how much a shift would impact the worldwide education system. So again, teachers, you might as well share, all right, the related, for example, like materials from the YouTube links, all right, materials from the what you call it other social or what you call it online platform and so on. And luckily, my dear teachers, in Johor, we have an awesome, all right, okay, I'm going to show you this, all right. So before we go that, so how can the high fives be used for the PBD, right? So before I go to the awesome, what you call it, resource for JDLR. All right, so again, teachers, PBD is actually school-based assessment. Some of you might encounter, it's not say problem, maybe what you call it, maybe difficulties, some difficulties, all right, to do this PBD, all right, as it being most of the time we are doing it online. So as you know that this PBD or school-based assessment is introduced, with the purpose of assessing and measuring the holistic development of a student learning. So meaning that we need to be this what I call it PBD need to be implemented to ensure that our students develop an interest and enjoyment of learning meaningfully, all right, meaningfully. So again, teachers, I am going to share with you this awesome resource, all right, known as GEDLR platform or Johor English Digital Learning Resources, in which that you don't have to have like, headache to search high and low for the materials, okay, for our learning platform or for our online classes. So let's go there. All right. Okay, just hang on. Okay, now we are loading and we are going to this website. So teachers, for those who are already familiar with this website, yeah, congratulations. But those who just knew it or just see it, okay, this is our Johor English Digital Learning Resources solely for the English teachers. All right. So what happened here is, all right, we have like, for primary, we have like materials being prepared by the gatekeepers, okay, from the preschool until year 6. So again, teachers, okay, if you are a primary teachers, you are entitled, all right, to use for free, okay, all the materials is already uploaded, okay, by the teachers, by the gatekeepers, all right. And I'm just want to introduce and what you call it, make you familiar with the icon first. And then we also have secondary materials, all right? And we also have gatekeepers for that. So before we go on, I'm going to show who are the gatekeepers or who are the contributors, all right, for this material contribution. So let us, what you call it, see what is actually behind this. Oh, so our primary gatekeeper under Madam Rokia binti Ahmad, our Ketua Penolong Pengarah Kanan Bahasa Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Johor. We also have Mr. Army, the penolong pengarah bahasa Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Johor, and also these, okay, rows of the gatekeepers all around Johor, all right, who contribute the material, okay, for these JEDLR. Thank you so much. Okay, so I am also one of the gatekeepers which focus solely on the year 3. Okay, so you see it's all over Johor. All right. Then we also have secondary school, all right, which touch on from remove class until MUET, which is form 6. So again, here we have also gatekeepers, all right. Okay, I'll introduce them. Okay, under there, okay, we have several gatekeepers, all right, from all over Johor also. So these are the teachers who contributed, all right, the materials, okay, for this JEDLR for secondary school. So again, teachers, I will like also to invite you, okay, if you have what you call it materials that you want to share with others, with the teachers of the or with the students out there, all right, not just only Johor, but out from Johor, other states, or even national or what you call it international, you can go here. Yeah, okay, so we have like okay, material contribution, you just click here. Okay, let's say you are from primary learning. So what you want to have here, you can go to these primary materials, okay, and then you can like sharing. Okay, let us go there. I just want to show you. All right, so let's say you want to share some materials on year 3. So you just click to year 3. Okay. I just now want to touch on how you want to share your material. So using your MOE. So you need to have your MOE account. So you need to switch to your MOE account. Okay. I'm doing hands-on now so that if you want to share, you are willing to do so. Okay. So you need to change to MOE account and then to next. Okay. And next. I say okay. All right, so what we have here is actually the Google form, yeah? So if you want to share your material for the year 3, okay, so you need to write your name, all right? You have to type out your name, your email, just now is your MOE email, and your school name, and also what type of material that you want to share. For example, if you want to share online-based material, for example, live worksheet, okay, or Quizy, or Kahoot, whatever it is, which is online-based, so you just click online. Okay, and then for example, if you, this is what we call it year 3. So year 3, for example, you want to share like topic from, for example, like solar system. All right, so you just type solar system here, and you need to choose which skills that you're going to focus here. For example, you want to focus on reading. So you just click reading. And then you have to choose which platform are you using. For example, if your materials come from the live worksheet, so you need to click live worksheet. Okay, and then you need to type, or you have to put it here, the link to the live worksheet, and then you submit. Again, if you have more than one that you want to share more, then you need to do it again from the beginning. Okay, this is how you want to share your materials. Okay, next, if you want to use the materials, okay. All right, just now I share how to use how to share the materials. So let's say if you want to use the materials, so what you have to do is you go to, for example, like primary school. All right, let's say you want to go to year 4. Yeah, so we click year 4 here, or you can click that. All right, so then you can search, all right, your materials, what you want to use. All right, so just click to year 4. Okay, all right, now it's downloading. Okay, just hang on. All right, so we now have on our screen, okay, the digital learning resources, which focus on skills. Okay, we have like topic. We also have like type of materials just now, like I show you just now, and also the platform used to it. So what we have here is like, okay, when you scroll down, we have like numerous skills. All right, for example, on reading, grammar, listening, speaking, blah blah blah, and also what kind of topic you want to choose. For example, okay, let us try one. Let's say you want to find, all right, module 03 in the past, Prince Nebel's ring. So that's what you want, and that's what you want to choose, and you want to teach your student on that particular day. So what you have to do is you just click. And before that, okay, we had to know also who did that. So who contributed to that material is Mr. Shubash from SJKT Masai. So again, if you see on this, what you call it, document studio, you can see the name of the teachers who contributed the materials and things like that. So if you want to use the material, you just click to this materials. Okay, click to the link, and they will bring you, all right. Okay, they will bring you to this. So you can ask, all right, your student to do this. Okay, maybe you can ask your student to type their name, all right, their class, and then they can watch and listen to the video. Okay, and after that, they may answer the question given, all right, and blah, blah, blah. Until the end, they will proceed, okay? And then, okay, I didn't do it, okay, but they need to finish everything, and then they submit. So this is actually part of sharing session from JEDLR. There's a lot, all right? Okay, now back to our just now. So again, teachers, you don't have to worry too much, okay? You don't have to worry too much, all right, about where to find, all right, the material to share for your student. Okay, next. All right, other apps that you can use for your remote class. Okay, when I want to highlight the 5 I's, all right, again, I would like to highlight here Cami. This is an app for you to annotate and check your students' work. So maybe some of you already familiar with Cami apps, but maybe some of you is actually your first time, all right? For your first time, know what is Cami. So don't worry, I will share later on. And of course, another app is TikTok. It's very famous, all right, to each and every of you. Okay, but again, we can manipulate, all right, these TikTok apps for you to deliver your contents, and also, all right, for your student to share their products. Okay, so not just TikTok for the social media presentation or whatsoever sharing, but also it's actually quite significant if you can use it, all right, for your classroom teaching and learning. It should be much fun, okay, but also it's quite famous with the students out there, right? So we need to assimilate ourselves, right, with this kind of up-to-date apps that what we call it being chosen by our student. All right, next, I would like to show you the Jamboard. All right, Jamboard is actually an app that appear in the Google Meet itself. But in the Google Meet, they don't say Jamboard, but they say whiteboard. All right. Again, here, teachers, in Jamboard also is actually an apps that you can ask your student to share student products. Okay, and also as well as Canva. Canva also you can find from the Dilemma platform. Right, inside the Dilemma platform, if you go to what you call it from the student view or the teacher's view, also you can have this app. Okay, so again, this is a very awesome, wonderful apps that student can use, or you also can use, because why? Because they already provided with wonderful templates. All right, and it's free. If you want to have a basic one, is free. If you want to have extra, of course you need to pay. All right, but again, if you use the basic apps, also is more than enough. All right. Okay, next we have like okay, I'm going to hide. All right, okay, we have like Kahoot. All right, of course some of you already familiar with this Kahoot. Why? What is Kahoot? Kahoot is actually game-based learning platform that makes it easy to create, all right, share and play learning games or tribal quizzes, blah blah blah, in minutes. All right, you can have an instant feedback, an instant remarks, an instant reward from the Kahoot itself. All right, so of course your student, especially from primary school, they will love to play. All right, it's sort of like competing each other to what you call it, to get the correct to get the correct answers, okay, to get the higher marks and so on. All right. Why I can hear the voice, Cikgu Echa? I can hear voice from outside. Yeah, I can hear the voice from outside. Could you please mute your microphone? Okay. All right. Okay, now we go on to Jamboard. All right, just now I mentioned to you, Jamboard and Pool is actually in Google Meet. Later on, I will show you how they look like, or perhaps you didn't really see it. Okay. All right, Cikgu Aisha, I can hear voices from outside. What is that? I can hear voices from outside. Okay. All right. So when you talk about Jamboard and Pool in Google Meet, okay, actually what is it we want to do? We want to seek votes, response and feedback from the participants. Later on, I will show you. So now maybe I can show you. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you, okay, what is actually meant by that. So
what is it?
Okay. All right. Okay, let me share with you. All right. Aisha, are you there? Aisha, are you there? Okay. All right. I want to share what call it. My I'm going to share my Google Meet. Actually, I want to show them what you call it, the pool and the Jamboard, right, and so on. Just hang on. Okay, where's my? Okay, this is one. Teacher is something about it. Okay, when you click on the Google Meet, okay, we have like new Meet. All right, so you just enter new Meet. All right, then we have options. Either we're going to create a meeting for later, start an instant meeting, or schedule in Google Calendar. So you click to start an instant meeting. Okay. So because this is actually like hands-on, you know, it's very easy for you to use when you use Google Meet. But again, teachers, ladies and gentlemen, I just would like to remind you, I'm using EDD, what you call it? I'm using EDD account, meaning that EDD account is actually a paid account. So actually extra. So if you see on my screen now, it's actually the screen in my Google Meet. And if you see in my Google Meet, all right, I have like this. These are the icon that some of you who are using not EDD or maybe MOE also not really having this icon. But I will show you. All right. So we have like host control. So you can control your student, all right, when they are in your Meet. All right. We have like this. If you don't want, okay, if you don't want your student to chat in the message, you can click this off. You can on also, all right. So, but what I want to highlight here is actually these three icon here. All right. So here I have breakout rooms. Yes, teachers, whereby you can break out rooms for your student. Okay, for example, in certain what you call it classes, maybe you join your classes like 3 classes, like what I did yesterday. All right, every Tuesday, okay, I have 3 classes online, which I do it instantly or collaboratively. So what I did is I have this breakout room. So what is actually breakout room? Okay, I'm going to click this one. You see. Okay, so for this breakout room, actually, all right, what you can see here, okay, on my screen is actually is the main call, the main hall. So if you want to break out rooms, okay, you are going to set up. All right, so these are the things. Okay, all right, so let's say you want to break room, like you have like 60 students now, all right, on the call. So you're going to have like breakout room 1, 2, 3, something like that. Or for example, like I have 2 classes. So one breakout room is for my year 3, another breakout room is for my year 4. So maybe you can set also the time. Okay, you can set the time. Okay, either 5 minutes, all right, or 3 minutes. So it's up to you. All right. And then you need to put all the names in the separate breakout room, and you assign different tasks, all right, to that breakout room. So again, make sure that for doing this, everyone is like, they can take part, not just become what you call it, listener, all right, or they just, just watch and so on, but they also can contribute. Okay, because you know what, some of the students are very shy. Okay, they are what, like reluctant, all right, to switch on their microphone. Okay, so perhaps doing these breakout rooms, okay, they like, all right, they can do the tasks assigned for them. Okay, so you can, when you open your rooms, okay, so we have this. Okay, so you will join this breakout rooms. Okay, all right, next is okay, that's it for breakout room. Okay, next I would like to show you the pool.
No need.
What you call it? I can hear voices. Rajis, next Rajis, I can hear voices. Could you please mute your microphone? I can hear voices. Aisha, could you please mute Rajis' microphone?
You will look very pretty. You just go and Google up girls with red bras and panties.
Okay, I just hang on. Aisha, could you please mute Rajis? I think she's not realizing her microphone is on. Okay, all right. So just now, okay, if you want to start a pool, all right, so you need to what you call it, click this start a pool, all right, so you can ask question to your student. You can have like an instant question. For example, you can ask, okay, how are you feeling today, before you start your lesson, right? So instead of asking verbally, because some of the students are very shy or reluctant to on the microphone, so you can just type out the pool, how are you feeling today, all right? And this is also another feedback. All right, so you can have option like, okay, first you can say happy, all right, or you can say don't know, or last one you can have like the third one is sad. Okay. Then you can launch this pool, all right, to the student in your Google Meet. So launch it, okay, and then so they have this, and then show everyone's the results. Okay, so that your student will click which one they vote. If they are happy that on that particular day, they will click happy. If they don't know, they will click don't know. If they sad, they will click sad. So these are an instant, okay, teachers, an instant feedback from your student. Not just asking about their feelings, it's also about their understanding. For example, once you finish teaching in your Google Meet, all right, you can have this pool and you post it to your student, asking them whether they understand or not. So if they vote to this question, to this poll, then ta-da, you already have your feedback. You have already have your, we call it, responses from your student. You can have like PPD. Okay, you also can assess, okay, their understanding by having this app in the Google Meet. All right. So again, teachers, how you do it actually. Okay. Sometimes it's already there. It's only that a matter of we don't know how to use it, right? Okay. So next, actually, if you go here, all right, this is the whiteboarding. So in Google Meet, they call it whiteboarding, but it's also known as Jamboard. So if I click whiteboarding here, okay, maybe some of you already familiar with this whiteboarding. Okay, but maybe some of you is just new it. But it's okay. We're just sharing, all right? So we actually have two choices. First is start a new whiteboard, okay, or start a new Jamboard, or you can choose from Drive, okay? All right, so let's say I want to choose from my Drive because I already done with my students, so I choose from Drive. Okay, so this system will bring you to my Google Drive. All right, so what we can hear here is they call it Slack a Jam. All right, so we have like recent, my drive, share with me, and blah, blah, blah. All right, now it's loading. Okay, I just want to show you some of the works that my students have done. Okay, now, all right. Okay, now this is actually part, okay, of my students' work. So if you look here, okay, these are some of my students' work, all right? It's actually from the year 3 and year 4 of my students. All right, if you click here, okay, let's say, all right, this is actually some of some of the work. Okay, let us see. Okay, so don't worry, teachers, all the works, okay, they will keep it, or they will file it, they will keep it in our Google Drive. So it won't take so much space for your computer or your gadget or devices and so on. So this is actually the screen or the platform of a Jamboard. So you see, this is actually my students' work. Okay, now it's downloading. So what I have here is actually an interactive apps whereby you can do it instantly, all right, or on the spot with your student during the class. So this is actually the product. Okay, the student did it during my classes. All right. So, all right. So if you see here, this is actually year 5, year 4, year 3 doing this. All right. So for example, like I want to focus on the wild animals or animals, something like that. So they come up with this. All right, this is actually their works. Okay, they also have their names, all right, and they also have the pictures, all right, and they come up with anything. All right, I just want to show you, and I will show you. This is also like this. Okay, they do it this. All right, all these are hands-on, and it's all the features from this Jamboard. All right, so they can create as they please based on what they have learned during the class. So it's interactive, teachers. So please, teacher, rather you just take picture, all right, and then you share your what you call it pictures from the textbook, from the student book, and then you ask the student to write, okay, and then you ask your student to copy and write and screenshot the picture of your the answers, and then give it to you in the platform of Telegram or WhatsApp. That again, teacher, we need to learn this. And this is very, what you call it, interesting. And the student love to do it. Because why? Because they can do it. They are part of the assignment. Not just, what you call it, receiving the assignment. They also become parts of who is doing the assignment or doing the tasks. All right. So later on, I will show you how they do it. Okay. This is, okay. See, they love it. Okay. They just choose with their names, and this is my favorite. Yeah, of course, in terms of punctuation, it's maybe here and there is high wire, but again, they manage, all right, to type. They manage to share their passion. They manage to share their interest, their love for the pet, and so on. All right. So these are the things actually we want to develop. We want to instill. All right. We want to make that is our best practice during our daily teaching and learning during this pandemic. All right. It's not just asking the student to copy from the WhatsApp. It's not just asking the student to copy from your Telegram. Okay. But also make them as part of the project. Okay. Make them as part who's doing the project. They will love it. Okay. Maybe perhaps initially there is a lot of obstacle. There will lots of hiccup. But don't worry. Okay. Actually, I've been doing this almost for 2 years with my student. Okay. Initially, yes, it's quite difficult, but later on, okay, as time goes by, they develop their skills. That is what we call it upscaling, not just for us teachers, but also for the student. So what I want to show you here, teachers, how to do it. Okay, I'm going to show it first. You are going to set back. Okay, let us go to the blank one. Okay, this one is already done. Okay, this one, wait, just go to this one, yang chunting. Okay, now let's say I don't want this. All right, you can control, teacher. As a teacher, as the host, you can control. So let's say you don't want this. That's what I say. See, this boy or girl, they just scratch like this. So I ask, where is your work? Kasih. All right, teacher do. So you see, I'm interacting with my student and they will get this. So if you want to clear it or if you want to correct them, you can go here. All right. Okay, let's say you clear. All right, you want to clear. Okay, or you want to, what you call it, clear frame. You just clear frame. Everything will gone. Ta-da! See? Clear frame. Or you want to set a new one, so you go to set background. Okay, so we have what call it, a few here, but we also can search from the internet. All right. Yes, you search from the internet. Okay, we have like a few icons here: upload by URL, camera, Google image search, Google Drive, Google photo, blah blah blah. But what I love here, I would like to ask my student to go to Google image search. Why? Because there are lots, all right, of free photographic materials and so on. So what you have here, let's say you want to find like solar system, something. Oh, that's now we are talking about animals, right? So let's say you want to talk about wild animals, okay, or you want to be as a background, or maybe you can have like forest. Okay, forest background. Yes. Okay, now we go to forest background. All right, this is forest background, for example. All right, so we just choose. Okay, let's say you want to choose one of them, so you just choose this one. So we'll say that set as a frame background. Yes, just click as set as a frame background. So they come out. Okay, this is the background of the student work. So just now our topic is on wild animals, right? So how to insert the image. So before that, you must make sure that your student put the names there. This is their work. So what you have to do is ask the student to use this one, sticky note. So click to the sticky note. Okay, type their name. Okay, for example, like just now, Kasih, right? So you write down Kasih. Okay, that's the name of the student. So save. Okay, so that's Kasih. So this work or this task belong to Kasih. So we know that when we open this link, oh, we know that Kasih already done. All right. Okay, so this is how you monitor. This is how you annotate, or this is how you see your students' work. Then with Kasih, all right, and then you want to insert some pictures of an animal, for example. So you go down here, you see add image. So you just click to add image. Okay, again you go to Google image search. All right, then you type, for example, what kind of, okay, you want to have like tiger. Okay, I love tiger. So you just click tiger. So you are being exposed to a number of pictures of tigers and its photographic material. So you just choose one. Okay, so let's say you want to have this. All right, okay, all right, this one. So you click to that picture and you insert. Okay, so now it's downloading. Okay, so now you have like tiger in you. Okay, in this picture. All right, so let's say you don't want it to be like this, so you make it bigger. So okay, all you want to order is, okay, you also can order, send to back, for example. Okay, but you cannot really. All right, but okay, now we have like tiger here, so you want to give some title or some explanation, all right, about this tiger. So you ask your student to use text box. So type tiger, or you can say what else? You can say wild animals. Okay, or something about tiger, blah blah. But if you see, you can't see it properly, right? Okay, I just put tiger lah. Okay, or you can say lion tiger. Lion tiger. You just make it bigger. Okay, and then you can't see it properly, right? So you highlight, and you can change the color of the font of the text. Wait, okay, then go here, text color, and change to yellow perhaps, or you don't want yellow, maybe you can have red. not clearly, then you can go to yellow. So if you think this is quite small, all right, so you go to the text type. So go to title, so it's bigger, right? If you think it's not that big, so you can go to display. So again, teachers, this is how you maneuver this app, okay, for you and for your student, all right, to deliver, to share their products, okay, to share their tasks, to share their projects, and so on. So this is actually part of it. But and this one, teachers, this is in your what? Google Meet account. Even though you are using MOE, also they have it. All right. Okay, done with sharing this. Okay, we go on to the next one. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay, next. Okay, where is it? Okay, here. All right. Okay, now I'm going to off this sharing. Okay, now we go to the next one. I'm going to present it. Okay, we have touched on Jamboard and Pool. We also have Quizy. I think you already what you call it, familiar with quizzes and so on, and also what will, all right, Mentimeter, in which that you can create this Mentimeter for formative assessment, okay, spark discussions and test knowledge with fun quiz competition and so on. So these teachers is actually some of the apps then you can use for your PBD. You can use, all right, to assess your student understanding, all right, to make the online assessment, for example, like using Quizy, okay, then you can have instant, okay, you can have instant remarks for you to jot down in your PBD, what you call it, PBD Google form and so on, all right. Okay, next. Now, I'm going to highlight another what I said just now is about Cami. So Cami is actually another apps from Google. All right, actually it's third party from Google. And as a Google certified trainer, is actually I entitled to have this Cami apps for what call it a premium format. All right, for free for like, for example, like 1 year. So how to do it? Okay, in order for you to have like this what you call it privilege, all right, you need to be like a Google certified trainer, all right, you need to have this kind of thing, and perhaps you also need to join the Cami certified educator and so on. But don't worry, okay, I would like to share you a basic thing about it. Okay, now I just want to show you, this is actually a Cami certified educator that I got it when I completing the requirements to become a Cami certified educator level 1. So again, teachers, all right, how to get this? First, okay, once I become a Google certified trainer, I'm entitled also to have this kind of privilege, okay? But as a normal teacher also, you can use the Cami apps for free, don't worry, all right? Next is second Cami certified educator level 2. Okay, and for your information, these are the helpful link that you can join Cami. All right, if you follow them in Twitter, or you can follow them in Facebook, or join their community, all right, in Facebook, and also from the Cami website. All right, so if you don't sign up for Cami yet, you may sign up for free, okay, using this link. So don't worry, if you can't have this, you just type out from your Google search, all right, Cami. All right, they will have that. Or you can also install Cami as a Chrome extension in your, what you call it, in your Google Chrome. Okay, now what I'm going to show you here is how you can install Cami as a Chrome extension. So let us go there. Okay, now on my screen, all right, you can have like, okay, go to the site. Okay, now you can see on my screen is actually the extension, the Chrome Web Store. What you have here is already removed from Chrome. Why? Because I already have my Cami on my bar. All right, on my search bar, I already have Cami. But if you don't have Cami, you can install, okay, from Cami Chrome Web Store, or you can type out from the what you call it Google search Cami for Google Chrome. So just follow the instruction and that's it. Tala. Okay. So what you can hear is what is Cami. So I will show you a little bit about it. What is Cami?
Every day, teachers do incredible things, but juggling excellent teaching with managing assignments, tech troubles, and catering to every student's individual needs can become overwhelming. So we wondered how we could help. What if we could reimagine the digital learning environment by providing you with an all-in-one tool that unlocks potential, ignites creativity, and nurtures collaboration? Welcome to Cami. Upload any learning resource into Cami and share it with your students to create an interactive canvas ready for expression, analysis, and discussion. Cami fully integrates the programs you already use to power a seamless assignment management workflow, allowing you to create, assign, give feedback, grade, and whiteboard all within Cami. Empower students at every level with powerful and versatile tools to complete work their way, unlocking potential at every stage of their learning journey. Watch your students progress and provide feedback and encouragement at any time to drive engagement and improve learning outcomes. In class, remote, or a bit of both, online or offline, Cami will keep you teaching and learning wherever you may be. And as an all-in-one tool, you can spend less time learning a million new ones and more time with your students. Join millions of educators and transform your classroom today.
Okay, that's part actually sharing of Cami. All right, so again, teachers, it's up to you, okay, how you want to use all this app to help you, all right, to proceed with your learning, or to proceed with your home-based learning, and as well as exercise the PBD, or exercise what you call it, the assessment, all right, okay, school-based assessment with your student, all right. Okay, next. All right, I have the privilege, okay, to share, all right, things that being done by Madam Ain Kiss. Okay, I already credit to her. So in which that she actually, all right, sharing, okay, on how to use this Cami, but she's using it for from the free or basic version. So again, teachers, what I mentioned just now, Cami extension can be downloaded from the Chromebook Web Store. Okay, Chrome Web Store. And this extension very useful as PDF annotator. So meaning that if you want to annotate, or if you want to check your student work, it should be like, it's preferable, all right, not to say cannot, but it's preferable for your students' work should be in PDF, all right. Okay, then you may use this, okay, for remote learning, for to give assignment or marking student assignment. So now let's go to YouTube on Madam Aish Kish sharing. Okay, let's see what is that. Okay, my line my line is not that nice also to me. Oh. Okay, skip.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Bertemu sekali lagi kita dalam sesi tutorial bersama Madam Angkis. Pada hari ini, saya ingin berkongsi dengan anda semua satu tutorial bagaimana para pendidik di luar sana boleh menanda tugasan pelajar menggunakan satu Chrome extension yang diberi nama Cami extension. So, dalam tutorial pada hari ini, saya akan berkongsi tentang 4 perkara. Yang pertama ialah bagaimana anda ingin dapatkan Cami extension ini daripada Chrome Web Store. Yang kedua, tools ataupun peralatan-peralatan yang ada dalam Cami extension yang boleh kita gunakan sama ada secara percuma ataupun tools-tools yang perlu dibayar untuk kita dapatkan. Yang ketiga, bagaimana tugasan-tugasan yang telah kita beri melalui Google Classroom pelajar boleh ditanda, dan automatically kita boleh return dan pelajar boleh lihat tugasan yang telah kita tanda tadi. So, jom kita saksikan tutorial kali ini. Anda bersama dengan saya, Madam Anggis. Hai, bertemu sekali lagi dengan Madam Anggis untuk tutorial hari ini. Madam Kis nak share dengan pendidik di luar sana bagaimana untuk guna Cami extension dalam menanda tugasan, terutamanya tugasan yang telah kita assign pada pelajar di Google Classroom. Actually, Cami extension ni adalah Chrome extension yang boleh kita add to browser kita dan dia merupakan satu essential remote teaching tools di mana dalam melaksanakan online classroom kita boleh edit, collaborate, annotate in any document. Dan untuk kami, dia mengutamakan penggunaan PDF document instead of JPEG atau format-format lain. So macam mana kita nak dapatkan kami ni? So buka pelayar Google you all dan typekan Cami extension dan dia akan bawa kita kepada satu page Chrome extension. Selain direct untuk search Cami extension tadi, you all boleh search juga Chrome Web Store sebab dekat sini ada pelbagai lagi extension yang you all boleh plug in dekat kita punya Google. Okay, so sekiranya kita tak pernah add to Chrome extension ini, okay, di paparan sebelah kanan kita akan ada add to Chrome. So kita just klik add to Chrome. Okay, so akan keluar notification macam ni. So kita add extension. Alright. So selepas kita berjaya add, kita perasan dia akan wujud di bahagian atas ni. Okay, dengan simbol K, Cami extension annotation has been added to Chrome. Okay, so kita dah boleh gunakan this one. So kalau saya suka turn on sync supaya dia akan synckan dengan mana-mana komputer yang kita gunakan lah. So dah selesai dah objektif pertama untuk dapatkan Cami extension. So seterusnya jom kita tengok apa tools-tools yang ada dalam Cami extension. Okay, contohnya daripada folder drive saya ada satu manual experiment plan growth ni. Kita boleh open with dan kita open with annotate with Cami. Dan dia merupakan folder PDF, tak kira lah sama ada di Google Drive ataupun link yang kita dah bagikan ke worksheet pelajar di Google Classroom ataupun tugasan pelajar. Okay, so kita boleh pilih open with Cami. Inilah paparan Cami extension. So di bahagian tepi sini ada pelbagai tools. Okay, oleh kerana saya gunakan yang percuma, jadi ada beberapa tools yang tidak boleh digunakan, contohnya dictionary, text to speech, okay, equation. Okay, kalau pensyarah maths lah boleh belilah untuk dapatkan mana-mana yang kita tak boleh guna. Kalau kat sini text comment ke, okay, kalau text comment, okay, so kita boleh kata please read the manual carefully before you collect the data. So ini contoh, kita boleh bagi komen, okay, ataupun pada dokumen ini kita boleh keluarkan text box dan kita boleh pilih warna tulisan yang kita nak, font size. So contohnya, okay, so kita boleh gerakkan. Okay, so letaklah dengan warna apa-apa, boleh tukar warna tulisan. Okay, let's say saya nak tukar warna purple atau kembali kepada warna hitam. Okay, so seterusnya untuk menanda, biasanya kita akan gunakan tools drawing dan you all boleh pilih sebenarnya warna-warna. Okay, kat sini ada 12 warna yang telah disenaraikan ataupun you want more colours, okay, so you can choose dan letakkan di palette kita dan save. Next adalah shape. So ada juga shape sekiranya kita menggunakan blank Cami untuk gunakan sebagai tools dalam remote learning kita. Okay,
Seterusnya, saya nak tunjukkan macam mana kami boleh digunakan untuk menanda tugasan pelajar. Contohnya, saya telah assign satu tugasan kepada pelajar saya dan dah ada pelajar yang dah submit. So, kita tengok dalam kelas, contohnya kelas ini, pada kelas work, pada bahagian assignment. So, saya nampak dekat sini untuk tugasan ini ada seorang pelajar yang telah turn in. Klik pada tugasan. Alright. So, untuk menggunakan Cami extension, pastikan tugasan yang dihantar oleh pelajar adalah dalam format PDF. Sebab Cami extension merupakan PDF annotator. Sekiranya pelajar hantar dalam bentuk JPEG ataupun dalam bentuk-bentuk lain, words atau sebagainya, kita perlu convert dan dia tak berlaku automatik lah. Dokumen tu tak auto save. Actually kita boleh rotate assignment pelajar tu, klik pada bahagian menu. So ada pelbagai lagi benda yang kita boleh gunakan dekat sini. So saya akan rotate tugasan pelajar saya counterclockwise. So tugasan ni dah mesra untuk penglihatan. Kalau suka lebih tebal, okay. P2, P3. Okay, let's say eraser. Dan kita boleh padam semula bahagian mana yang kita dah tersalah tanda. Okay. As we all know, kami ni memang auto save. Okay, kat atas ni selepas kita buat je perubahan, okay, kita akan nampak dia auto save, save change. Okay, tapi untuk pastikan perubahan yang kita buat ni okay, akan auto sync dengan kita punya Google Classroom, kita klik pada bahagian disket, okay, save ni. Dan pastikan kita save now. Mesti buat macam ni supaya apa yang kita tanda tadi akan auto sync ke Google Classroom kita. So cuba kita tengok sekarang. So ini adalah tugasan pelajar saya tadi dan kita dah buat perubahan. So klik reload this page. Okay, now kita tengok dah ada tak perubahan yang kita buat. So sekarang you boleh tengok dah ada perubahan yang kita tulis tadi.
Okay, alright, teachers. So this is actually part of sharing from Madam Ain Kish. Okay, how you can annotate, alright, using the Cami apps, alright, to mark your students' work. So what she shared just now is actually when she marking her student from the Google Classroom. So what you can see is actually a basic, all right, a basic version of Cami. But I am going to share with you, all right, how I can annotate, all right, with what you call it, premium basic. Okay, so let's just go here. All right, I'm going to share this one. Just hang on. Okay. All right, I'm going to call my Google Drive. Okay, just click to my drive. You see there's 9 buttons here. Okay, just go to drive. Okay, what she's mentioned just now, if you want to mark your students, all right, you keep it in a drive and it should be in PDF. It's preferable to be in PDF. Okay, so what you can see on my screen is actually the materials in my drives. So if I want to search it faster, so I just put it PDF. Okay, so they will show the PDF file. So I am going to mark this file that the student already sent it to me. So I just click to this PDF file and I am going to use the premium version because I'm using what you call it, the one that being paid, but it's not I paid. Okay, wait, continue working. All right, virtually is uploading. So as mentioned by Madam Ais, okay, hers is a basic, I call it basic features. So what you can see on my screen is actually a premium features whereby there is no lock. Madam Aish, this one dictionary is locked, right? This one read aloud is also locked. And also the equation is very useful for the teachers who teach mathematics, all right, or statistics and so on, but it's also unlocked. Because why? Because I'm using premium version. So what I'm going to highlight here is, so you can have this if you become a GCT or if you pay for the premium version. Okay, but don't worry too much. Even you also, if you use a basic version also, you can mark your student work. All right. So what we have here is actually the works from my students. All right, the student already sent it to me in PDF. So I am going, to mark the works. So you can either, okay, use this usually. For example, you don't want, read and, down the vision. So you see, you can share this with your student. All right, if let's say the student don't know the meaning of it, you can use this dictionary, and then you can send it to your student again. Or if you want this app to read for you, okay, you can click this one, and then you just highlight, okay, and click read page.
Read and write the correct adverbs of frequency.
See, the AI in this app will read for you. And again, the sweet thing of it, you can change the voice. All right, you just go here, change voice. All right, you can change to UK accent of the female. You can change to Google UK English more. All right, okay, now I try again. First, I have to highlight. Okay, let's say I want him or her to read more for me. So just go here.
1. Read and write the correct adverbs of frequency. 1. Susan go to the ice skating rink on Sundays.
Okay, that's it. All right, again, you also can maneuver the speed. That one is actually quite slow. If you want to make it slower, so you have to maneuver this one. Make it faster or make it slower. So these are the things that you can use with this app if we have the premium version. Okay, next, we also have like, this is, okay, you want to mark this. Okay, as what Madam I said, we can use this drawing. Okay, you can choose the colors, more colors if you want to have more colors. Okay, this is more colors, right? But I want to choose like, okay, this is the one I want to choose. So you just take and then you mark your students' work. So for example, number 1, Susan usually go to the ice skating rink on Sunday. So it's correct. So you just tick here. Okay, the children sometimes, again, when you teach here 4, of course, you know. All right, this is actually the frequency and the color of frequency in the box. For you see like this is of course usually. If you see like this, of half is sometimes, so it's correct. All right, if you see like this, full colored, so of course it's always. And then actually none color in it should be never, right? But this student put sometimes, so you can make it as an error or cross it. So you can put the score also. So let's say there are 4, so that means the student got 3. Okay, all right. You can mark this. And also not just marking, you also can have like giving them, okay, we go here. Okay, add media. Okay, you add media, click to add media. Okay, you can also have like stickers. Okay, you can give them stickers. So stickers, for example, you want to, okay, just scroll the stickers. Okay, excellent work. So put here and drop here, excellent work. That's one you see. All right. Yeah, with these stickers, even you also can have like add media. For example, you want to make the student more understanding on this, what you call it, reading task. So maybe you can have like sharing, okay, on the YouTube. So you type out, give the link, type the link of the YouTube that showing a more on reading and so on. So it's not just a matter of marking the students' work, but also have like on audio part, okay, on what you call it, video part, you share with the, okay, once done, then you save. Okay, you can save. All right, and you can also download. Okay, exporting the annotation of this document to a PDF file. Download here. Okay, now you download and then you can send back to your student. Okay, you have this. This is what you have marked, for example. All right. Okay, this is what you have. Either you can share the link of this to your student, or you just screenshot and then you give it to student. Okay, this is another extra mile, all right? Rather than you just use the doodle in Telegram, you have this as your option, okay, to mark your student and to do the PBD. Okay, all right. Okay, that's it. And next one is actually, okay, I just close this one. Okay, next is actually, all right. We already almost 3:41. Same also. Okay, I just skip this one. Okay, this is actually a sample, all right, given by Cami. Some of the assignment or what you call it worksheet, okay, to be shared with the student. All right, with these fancy pictures, we have like spot the difference. Okay, so you can share with your student to spot the difference. And this is very interesting if you have this for your primary children and so on. Okay. Before I end up, okay, I would like to share my TikTok. So again, teachers, you can use your TikTok, all right, to share your content or to ask your student to share their, what you call it, project. Okay, for example, I have this, right, sample of my TikTok. Okay, but actually the image is quite small because I didn't change before I upload to the YouTube. But don't worry, I think you can still see it. All right. Okay, get some time to upload. Get me faster. Okay, that's it. All right, with that, okay, I almost end my session, but I would like to share with you is actually where I got this, what you call it, slide, okay, Google slide. So actually I got the Google slide from Slide Go. So you see, there is a, what you call it, fancy pictures of fancy images, all right, where you can use this for free. So again, when you use a Slide Go, you need to have this. So when you use Slide Go, you need to preserve this template as to what you call it, keeping the tank slide. So you mean that it being shared for free, but you need to keep this slide in your presentation as a credit to the slide go. Okay, so with that, I end my session and back to Madam Rajis.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ju, for what I would say a very interesting and very enlightening session today. Cami is something new to me too. So yes, I think I need to go and explore on Kami as well. So I believe whatever you have shared today is new to some teachers and some may be familiar. And I hope that today's session would be able to help our teachers conduct their teaching and learning sessions at a higher level, like I said before. So, okay, teachers, if you have any questions, to ask Dr. Ju. Maybe we could spare a few minutes for that. But before we look at the questions of the teachers or the audience, if there's any, I would like to ask Dr. Ju. During this PDPR period, is there any best practices that you could share with us on how you carried out PBD at your school with your kids? Maybe challenges that you have faced, and maybe how you overcome those challenges. Because I believe now with primary schools, with the abolishment of UPSR, what is in the minds of everyone is how do we really assess our kids and give them a valid performance level. So I think that is it's a concern for everybody at all levels, schools, teachers, even us at PPD level and even at JPN level. So maybe you could share your experience with us.
All right, thank you, Madam Rajis. Okay, to answer that, all right, actually, I've been practicing it for the last almost 2 years, all right? And to tell you the truth, okay, it's actually quite hard, to ask my student to join my Google Meet, to tell you the truth. Okay, but after more than 2 years, all right, it becomes a norm to my student, all right, to join my Google Meet online, all right, to do the tasks assigned to them. Okay, most of them lah, but I mean, what I mean is actually the same student, okay, will be my what call it consistent participants, because they already know my ways and means, to proceed with my class. Oh, what I mean is here, first, of course, I face a lot of challenges. I'm not saying problems, but it's actually challenges. But first of all, you need to overcome the challenges. How? You need to equip yourself. That is why in high five eyes, in high 5S, I mentioned about upscaling, meaning that you need to equip yourself with the ICT proficiency, with the ICT knowledge, and so on. So once you grasp hold of this ICT knowledge, you will make sure that this tool will help you to go and to overcome the challenges. You know what I mean? For example, like just now, I share with you how you can use this Jamboard. Okay, I share with you how you can use this whiteboard in the Google Meet. Actually, for your information, everybody who got the account for MOE, they have that, the Jamboard. Okay, actually, this is the basic thing that the basic app that you can use when you have your when you have your Google Meet. It's a waste, teachers. Yeah, you have that app, but you are not doing it. So rather than we are using the old school, asking our student, all right, to read from your sharing from the WhatsApp, all right, to read from your sharing of your Telegram. It's better for them to join, okay, to do this task, okay, to make sure that they enjoy it. You just imagine I'm sharing my student like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, but normally it's like 1 hour. To tell you the truth, according to what you call it, to the researchers, okay, kids, they can't be like us, okay, in more than like half an hour. But again, my student, they can be with me like an hour or more, something like that. Because why? Because they already used with my style. Again, teachers, it's quite difficult, you want to implement this. But again, you need to be patient. That is why I said in my sharing just now, you need to have patience. Patience and passion. Both we have to go together. You don't have passion, then you will miss, we'll miss here and there. So you need to have both. You need to have passion and you have to have patience. Okay, kena ada kesabaran dan kena ada passion, keseronokan kita untuk buat benda tu. So again, it's like a motivation, self-motivation, alright, for us to search, to learn, and to relearn. Again, teachers, you don't worry too much, okay? Maybe you can start from very basic. Okay, start from very basic. Yes, we have a lot of free application out there. Something very famous. Teachers like to use live worksheet. Teachers like to use what they call it, quizzes. All right. This is very interesting. I'm just talking about my own experience. I have a son in year 5. When teachers share with them the live worksheet, okay, when teachers share with him the word wall, they will do instantly, compared when teachers ask them to write, okay, and copy and write. But again, we also cannot forget the skill of writing, dictating and so on. But again, teacher, we need to assimilate ourselves, all right, to assimilate ourselves with this pandemic way of teaching and learning, meaning that we cannot drift it like old school. We cannot make ourselves like old schools, ask them to listen, ask them to copy, and then write and things like that. That will, what you call it, decrease the patience of the student, of our student to be with us. So again, teachers, you need to learn, all right? To learn, to upskill yourself. Maybe you can start from the beginning. As what you can see, start with using the Google Meet. And once you use the Google Meet, you can see the apps there. The app is there, meaning that you can see the Jamboard is there. Use the Jamboard, teachers. Okay, use the Jamboard. Why? Because you need your PPD, all right? So from this PPD, how you want to assess? So you can see, you can ask your student, all right, to use that Jamboard and produce their work, to share their tasks. So from that, teachers, you can screenshot their work, their tasks, and then of course, it's become the evidence of your PPD. So you don't have to crack your head, all right, because all that is need that for you to search. Don't say to search high and low, it's all there. And again with Cami, all right, Cami is also free for the basic. Even for the basic also, it's already enough for you teachers to annotate the students' work. And I don't think most of the teachers, especially in primary school, they have like teaching and learning in a Google Classroom. Don't worry. All right, using Cami also, you can mark, you can annotate your students' work just using the Google Drive. Okay, ask the student to send their work and then you save in your Google Drive. Okay, and then you come out and you can mark and then you send it back once you mark your student work. And you see, you will find it's something interesting and the student will love it. Besides using the games or like Kahoot, okay, like we've got Quizzy and so on. So these are the things actually need practice. I'm not saying I'm good teachers, but actually also upon practice, it become a routine and it become a nature to us. Thank you, Madam Rajis.
Practice makes perfect, right, Dr. Ju?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I like your combination of patience and passion. I believe our children are very smart. Even if you're teaching them face to face or you're teaching them online, they know whether the teacher is teaching with passion or just teaching for the sake of teaching. Children nowadays are very good, very good. So I believe that is a very good combination, patience and passion. And I believe all of you out there, the audience today, and all the teachers out there, they have been trying and have been doing a great job this past 17 months, I would say. Who would have thought year 1 kids attending classes to JM? I would have never thought they could do it, but yes, they are actually doing it. And thanks to you, thanks to all of you, the teachers out there, because without your guidance, I believe these kids would not have achieved such a great milestone in 17 months. So we still have great challenges ahead. So with that, thank you so much for being here, Dr. Ju, and for all the audience out there too for sparing time today. So before we end our session today, I would just like to inform you, I have shared the attendance link in the chat box. So please submit your attendance. And I've also shared another Google form where I would appreciate some feedback from all of you on today's program. That'll be something for us to work on, improve on other programs that we will be carrying out in future. So Are there any more questions from the audience?
I guess they want to have like a credit for the session. They may, isn't
Yes,
it?
of course,
Yeah.
with your attendance. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that with your attendance submission, we would give you your SPL KPM credit hours of 2 hours today. Okay, 2 hours we'll be giving you. So please submit the correct information. Most importantly, your full name and your IC number, especially teachers. Wherever you are from Malaysia, it's not just Muar, whoever is here, because I did see that I think there's some teachers from out of Muar.
Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, please share your attendance and please share your submit your attendance, and we will definitely register your SPL KPM for you for today. So once again, thank you so much for being here today, and once again, thank you to Dr. Ju. So nice of you to agree to this session for me, despite you having, I know you have a lot on your plate. Okay. All right. So thank you once again, and we hope to see you in future. We really hope today's session benefited all of you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.